Awesome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eaglevision Basketball. I'm Chad Hearn, along with Austin Wader, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens, Ben Duff on camera for us tonight. Guys, it is the 2024 Vtown Showdown. We are here. It's the first night. We've got Lady Eagles and Eagles in action here tonight. Decent crowd, great student section on hand. Just excited to have Eagle basketball in the nest.
Yeah, I mean, they came up with this tournament right near the end of my time, and it's just been great every single year, Sam. And I think we expect the same for this year's tournament.
Yeah, so far there's been some really good games in the first 2 days. Saw a really good Van Buren and Nettleton team. I think you could
West
make a deep
Side
run.
looked really good, too.
West Side girls, I mean, you Dave Bryant barely hold on to beat Mountain View, which is another going to be a great 3A team this year. So, yeah, a lot of good competition in this. So, yeah, good to have it back.
All right, Vtown Showdown. We'll talk about the bracket once we get into the night here. Lady Eagles come in 3-1. This is their first action since the Friday before Thanksgiving. Marion Patriots came to the nest, and the Lady Eagles were back on track and looked like previous year form.
Yeah, I mean, you name it, everything went the way. Three-point shooting, rebounding, just hustle, getting out in transition, Sam. You name it, everything went the way Eagles winning that game.
Yeah, you hope with the little layoff with Thanksgiving that, everything's back in full force tonight. Not making errors, not making forced passes and turnovers, and it's just they're clicking tonight.
Yeah, again, the only loss for the Eagles was against Springdale Harbor in the first game of the season in that Conway tournament. 3-0 since that loss against Lake Hamilton, and a couple of Patriots, Parkview and Marion, both got beat by a lot of points. 69-37 win against Marion. Kind of surprising coming out of the 5A South.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it just from the get-go. The whole talking point in that game was what were the Lady Eagles going to look like? And Simon made it a point talking about it. He was not happy with their effort in that Conway tournament. And Sam, they really looked like they weren't happy with it based on their performance.
It showed because normally Marion's a very good team out of the 5A East. And they are always in it, like been in the Final Four several years. I mean, traditionally strong. And we put the sportsmanship, whatever you want to call that, on them in that third, fourth period. So that score was a little deceiving. It was 40 points at one point in that game.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so 5A Central Eagles taking on the old 5A West rival Russellville Lady Cyclones coming in here tonight. 2-3. They really have lost a lot, unfortunately. All 5 of their starters, 3 of them have moved on. I'll let Sam talk about that. Yeah. But really just kind of maybe a rebuilding year for the Cyclones.
Yeah, something along those lines, Sam. I mean, I'll let you take most of the talking. You got a lot of notes here.
Well, they did lose 2 of their girls who made the top, the 1,000-point club in their careers. One's at Euler now, the other one's at UAM. Their coach is in her second year here at Russellville. Former player for the Lady Cats of Conway, and then played her ball at UCA, so she knows basketball. See how these younger Cyclones, how they react to her and building that new culture. Kind of a rebuilding year is what I hear for the Lady Cyclones.
Yeah, they're starting 3 juniors and a couple sophomores. There's only, I think, 1 senior on the team for the Lady Cyclones. So just a couple of players that I remember being in the Vtown Showdown a year ago, coming off a loss to Forest City Mustang. They just came out of a tournament, the Forest City Rumble on the Ridge. So
Man,
now
that's a title.
Yeah, they find themselves now in the Vtown Showdown against a really good Lady Eagles team.
Yeah, I mean, the big key for me as a whole, stop the three-point shooting. You stop the three-point shooting for them. Lady Eagles should be able to handle business there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, just looking in there, I don't see like a ton of height. So it ought to be a quick game of guards, run and gun. Probably be a very high-scoring game for somebody.
Which is to the Eagles' advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you want to go run and gun against one of the fastest teams in the 5A altogether, for sure in 5A Central. So don't want to say too much to favor the Eagles, but I think Connor got a soundbite from Coach Simon. Let's hear what he thinks about the matchup tonight against Russellville.
Coach, what's it going to take to get the win tonight?
Well, we just want to build on our last game against Marion. I felt like we played really good against Marion, a lot better than what we had played at Conway the week before that. So we just want to build off that. We're going to push the pace as much as possible tonight. We want to pressure the ball as much as we can. Russellville's got some younger players. They got some good players too, and they're not scared to shoot the three, so we got to contest the three-point line. But mostly just worrying about us and trying to get better, every game.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, and a good job, Connor, getting that soundbite from Coach Simon.
And Austin. Don't forget about Austin.
And Austin, thank you, Austin. I couldn't see it. I don't even know who's in it. I just know we have a clip.
I had for Coach Simon. Coach Pennell was courtesy of Connor.
All right, great job, Austin, getting that clip from Coach Simon. I think we're all in agreement. It's been a long time since the Eagles have been on a court. A lot of turkey and dressing have been eaten since the last time they played. Hopefully they can keep that momentum up after a big win against Marion.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't be surprised you see a bit of a slow start out of the gates just to kind of get things going. But, I'm excited to see with the Eagles team, how will they build off of what we saw from the last game?
I'm just glad to see both teams playing at the same place on the same night. Is this the first
of the
game?
season?
First time all
That's
season.
what I thought. So,
yeah, it's
been a while.
December the 3rd, and it's the first time that both teams are playing in one night.
Yeah.
It's been a hectic season already for Eaglevision basketball. So Eagles come in tonight averaging 57.7 points per game. This has only got 3 games in the huddle stats, but Sidney Middleton averaging 17 points per game, Maddie Mannion 11 points per game, and Brooklyn Burnham averaging 10 points per game. So no surprises there. Hopefully everyone has stayed healthy. We want to highlight our sponsor of the Vtown Showdown 2024, D&N Construction. We're probably going to have some housekeeping. I think we've got the national anthem and everything beforehand. So we're going to highlight some of our sponsors. We're going to come back with starting lineups, Russellville Cyclones, Vilonia Lady Eagles. Come right back with more Eaglevision basketball.
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&N Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&N Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&N Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&N Construction, a winning team.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area, providing personal knowledge and years of experience that keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
I'm Brian Lane. Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia Athletics, Lena Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands, including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between. Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
And we are back here ready for the Lady Eagles in the first round of the Vtown Showdown, taking on the Lady Cyclones. We're going to cut to PA announcer Daniel Hudgens for tonight's starting lineups.
Matchup features the Lady Cyclones from Russellville against your Vilonia Lady Eagles. We'll now have the starting lineups for both teams. First for our visitors from Russellville. At guard, number 3, Chloe Gardner. Number 4, Kanaya Keister. Number 5, Jasmine Garcia. Number 15, Kara White. And number 21, Soraya Stroud. The head coach of the Cyclones, Ashanta Johnson. And now these are the starting lineups for your Vilonia Lady Eagles. At forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 14, Brooklyn Burnham. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 15, Kim Henry. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 33, Brianna Burnham. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 23, Maddie Mannion. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Sydney Middleton.
All right, that is your starting lineups for the Lady Eagles and the Russellville Lady Cyclones. It is good to be back here in the Eagles' nest for the Vtown Showdown, brought to you by D&N Construction. Appreciate them sponsoring our great tournament. We've had some good action already in the tournament. Eagles will play, let's see, if they win, they will play Nettleton. No, who won that game?
That's the boys bracket for Nettleton, I think.
Yeah, the girls.
Nettleton and Pulaski Academy.
Oh, no, wait, never mind.
Pulaski Academy won.
PA won, that's right. Nettleton boys won. All right, we've got Kim Henry tipping off for the Eagles against Chloe Garner. Cyclones come up with it.
And again, it's all about stopping their three-point shooting tonight. Don't want them to get going from three-point here early.
Yeah.
Eagles have so much speed, hard to find an open lane. Garcia turns it over for the Cyclones.
You want to see what kind of move we saw in that last game for the Eagles. The offense moved so much better. Everyone got to touch the basketball. No one was standing still with the basketball outside the perimeter there. They moved the ball really well in that game.
They did, and it looks like Russell's in that man-to-man matchup. So
Middleton just short on the three-point attempt. It's been a long time since they've been on the court.
And again, that's something we talk. I mean, that's something we talk about. You know, what was the official day? That was the Monday of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah. It was the Friday before Thanksgiving.
Friday before Thanksgiving. So, yeah. So it's been a bit. So you wouldn't be surprised with a slow start, but you know, eventually this Eagles team's going to pick it up.
It was last month. It was like 8 days ago. No, it was like 12 days ago.
It's felt longer.
It's been a long time. I've eaten a lot of turkey as well. Three-point shot off the mark for Soraya Stroud. Russellville comes up with the offensive rebound and another possession.
And we got to be ready to box out here, too. One thing Russellville do like, they have been able to get second chance opportunities a bit here in some of the games to start the season.
Did the shot clock reset on an air ball?
It should not reset on an air ball.
That's I don't think it should.
Only on the rim.
And that's something not good. Kim Henry kind of limping over to the sideline there. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, it looks like we got a really short bench tonight. I know we got a couple out that are hurt, so.
Katie Simon in early off the bench for the Eagles. No points on the board, nearly 2 minutes gone by. Maybe everybody's got a little Thanksgiving hangover. And there is Brooklyn Burnham.
Right as soon as you say it, Chad. Right
no hangover for Brooklyn.
Nope. 3 points on the board for the Eagles.
Good looking shot. Want to see her shoot it more from the outside because she does have a great shot. So.
And we talked about that with the Burnham twins, both of them as a whole, as we almost had both Burnham twins get on the board start there.
Katie Simon gets the offensive rebound, keeps the possession alive for the Eagles. Middleton shoots and scores.
Too easy.
Nice little fadeaway. You can't block that unless you get backside help.
Yeah, she used every bit of her 5'10", 5'11" frame on that.
Russellville, look at them, Waiter. They're playing 5 out. There's no post play at all. So one-on-one, beat your man to the basket.
Hey, this is the Undertaker referee. I remember him from last year.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sam. They're playing 5 wide. I mean, we talked about it. That's what they want, the three-point shot, playing on the perimeter,
Spread
maybe
out.
drive and kick.
Yeah. I don't know if they realize just how good defensively this team is, though, man-to-man defense. They're not going to give up a lot of layups. At least I say that now.
Boy,
that was a very quick 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Undertaker not messing around.
Nonetheless, good job communicating, fine through the screens there on the inbound for the Eagles. But, yeah, that was a very fast 5 seconds.
We'll take it. Eagle ball.
Nice kick out to the corner.
Mannion from the corner and connects. Maddie Mannion for 3.
Great job driving and kicking by Bree Burnham there.
Yeah, if you notice, both those 3-pointers were nothing but net, so they are dialed in right now.
8-point run after I said the words Thanksgiving hangover, and it's now 8-0.
It's like they heard you, Chad.
Yeah, I said it pretty loud. 5:01 left here in the first.
It seems to be a pattern where they just hear stuff we say all the time. I mean,
it seems odd.
It's almost like they actually can hear us.
That was all started by was it Bree that drove, and then the kick out to a wide open.
You talked about driving kicks. That's the go-to,
kick.
Sam.
And that's what the guys have got to do a little bit more of too, I think, in the future. But we'll see how that game goes when we get to that game.
All right, double dribble, the call against the Cyclones. Lady Eagles back on the move, Bree Burnham.
And I think Bree feels like against her defender, she can get to the basket with a lot of confidence. You're seeing her being aggressive, looking to drive a little bit here.
Bree into Sydney Middleton. Morgan Young has got a tough assignment trying to guard Sydney.
Good trap.
Really letting them play right now.
Yep.
Well, she kind of fell. I mean, it. All right, timeout called by Coach Johnson. And we'll take a quick timeout as well and be right back after this.
Tim Nolan, the owner of DNA Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. DNA Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call DNA Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and DNA Construction, a winning team.
And we are back here after the Russellville timeout. Vtown Showdown 2024 first round. Winner of this game will play Pulaski Academy. Loser will play Nettleton. Nettleton, wow, they lost quite a bit after last year with Donna Douglas. Mackenzie Williams had some just really good athletic big ladies down in the post that could shoot and move. It was incredible.
I mean, I just think about that first round matchup still with them last year, and the fact that their conference was so good that we ended up playing them in the first round to go along with that. So,
well, and I'm kind of glad that we lost that Vtown Showdown final matchup against Middleton. Eagles had an extra fire.
Oh yeah,
and you almost had to just absolutely play your best game to beat that Lady Raider team. They were really good. Bree Burnham out to Middleton. Takes a 2-point basket and scores.
I am liking Bree Burnham being aggressive tonight. When you're seeing it, Sam, she's being aggressive, going to the basket, looking for that kick-out opportunity.
She could have had a layup on that if she wanted it. She kicked it out.
But the difference is, we saw in that Conway tournament, Bree was very physical, but she was a little out of control and got a couple charges, but she has adjusted now, and she's going right up to that point and then kicks out.
Yeah, and we're seeing just as a whole, I mean, just not afraid to go to the basket. She feels confident tonight that she can get to the basket and create offensive opportunities for this Lady Eagles team.
Nice entry pass from Kim Henry to Sydney Middleton. She's got 6 points already.
That was a great screen to set her up there, Sam.
Double screens, and then, just an easy little jump shot from about 10 feet off the backboard.
Swarming defense by Bree Burnham, and there was Brooklyn on the backside of that. Cyclones just not able to put up points against this really good Eagle defense. Coach Simon definitely has the Lady Eagles motivated.
Good defense.
Takeaway by Sydney Middleton. Oh boy. This is a volunteer table, so we'll give them some grace, shyness.
Clock, we'll reset. There's a shot clock.
Chad figured out how tough the stat board was yesterday.
Holy moly! I had 3 strokes. I may have said some unkind words just to that stat board, and then I gave up, and then I figured it out, and it came back.
And it was a lot easier than you thought it was once you figured everything out.
Yeah, once I was trying not to fight against it. We've got Kim Henry at the line for the Eagles. Foul on Kyra White, one of the, if not the biggest, tallest player on the Cyclones. They may have a 5'11" player as well. Kim Henry went 0 for 2, unfortunately, on that free throw trip.
Got bailed out on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, not a good shot, but they're going to say Sydney fouled her. It's her first team foul.
Yeah, and I will say so far, we talked about not letting them get going from 3-point, Sam. Have they even attempted a 3-point shot to this point? I really don't think they have.
Off.
Sorry,
so,
second team foul, my bad. I forgot.
But no, I mean, they're not letting them get the 3-point shots off, not gaining any momentum, and they've taken just tough shots constantly. They're throwing in the face of them on every single one thus far.
Yep. They've had either one or two hands in the face, so there's been good help when there is a little bit of a breakdown, but still great defense.
McKinley Walls, one of the sophomore Cyclones, into the game for Russellville.
Nice outlet pass by Mannion.
Burnham to Burnham, and Bree scores on the fast break.
Now, good job finishing in transition there, but great setup, Mannion leading them out in transition off the missed free throw.
The Double B's fast break. We should have got Double B's to done something with the Burnham twins this year.
Trying to get NIL sponsorships in high school, Sam?
Hey,
Is that what you're trying?
I mean, it's probably going to happen. May already be happening somewhere.
Bree Burnham having to wait on that pass to get there. Mannion for 3, almost gets a friendly bounce. Should stay with the Eagles. Double B's, is that Exxon? What are we talking about?
No, just double B's.
Like for Brooklyn and Rihanna Burnham.
No, I understand that, but what double B's? Is that a gas station?
Gas,
yeah.
Gas.
Is it Exxon?
I mean, I don't know who they're affiliated with, but there's a Double B's there at Sunny Gap.
Mannion for 3, and hits!
There you go. So anyway,
sorry, Sam, we got a game going on here.
We just gave Double B's, free airtime. There you go.
Yeah, but Mannion just needed to see that first one miss to know what to correct and knock down the second one there.
Yeah. 6 points for Mannion, 6 points for Middleton, 17-1. Not surprising with the rebuilding Russellville's having to do this year. Eagles not messing around. Brooklyn Burnham scores the 2-point basket.
Yeah, they've done a great job. I mean, like I talked about, just not even letting Russellville get into an offensive set that they have felt comfortable in. I mean, every single shot's just kind of like, kind of all over the place, as we're going to have a foul there.
That's on Maddie Mannion, her first.
She did a good job there, though, splitting the two defenders, and that's something I'm sure Simon's like, why are y'all letting her by? Like, shut that off.
Well, enjoy this calm game. The one coming up, Eagles taking on Clinton in the first round of the Vtown Showdown on the boys' side. Going to be a heck of a matchup.
Yeah. One of the top ranked teams in 4A is Clinton.
I mean, I'm excited to see him. Sam's been hyping them up to me, at least for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
he's got a Yellow Jacket shirt on tonight. I don't know what that's about.
I'm just saying they do have a young man that is committed to Harding. So
yeah, Carter Holland, 6'6", played AAU basketball with the ISO Joe organization, so Joe Johnson's organization.
The guy you have to stop tonight. You at least have to limit. So
out of bounds. Hustle play there by Bree Burnham.
Yeah, he's not the only guy that you have to stop. But anyway, back to this game.
I was about to say, let's save some stuff for the pregame for the boys, Sam.
Save it,
But
Sam.
nonetheless, you like seeing Kim Henry come back into the game.
Yeah, glad she's not hurt.
Oh, and a rejection. Couldn't get out of it by Kim Henry. 15 on 15.
3 Lady Eagles right there waiting to swarm that.
Mannion takes it away. Burnham to Burnham.
Nice kick out.
Sydney drives, takes the little jump shot, and scores.
I mean,
that was a great look across the court there, setting it up. Beautiful.
Middleton with 8 points, all 2-point baskets, all high percentage shots pretty close to the basket.
You know, in high school basketball, if you get a 20-point quarter, you are really shooting the ball well. So,
not to mention just the 1 point as well to go along with that.
Yeah, 20 points in a quarter in high school. That's pretty impressive.
What about 21 points, Sam?
Well, there you go. You're on tap for 84 points, right?
There we go. That maths. Good job.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Coffin, for the math lessons.
60% of the time, Sam gets it right.
It works every time.
Oh, nice pass from Middleton to Brooklyn.
I was about to say, that I don't know why the one ref was pointing that way. That was clearly deflected away by a Russellville player. But it was the right setup. It was the right look for Brooklyn there on the screen.
Coach Johnson does not like the call, even though it was pretty obvious from here.
I was about to say, it looked very obvious in my eyes.
Different vantage point for Coach Johnson. 3-point shot up and good by Chloe Garner, one of the sophomore Cyclones.
A little too far once again, but again, they're looking to run. They're looking to get it out fast in transition here, but we saw one finally go down for Russellville. Don't allow them to get another one here in the final few seconds to get it going from 3-point.
Taken away by Brooklyn Burnham. She will draw the foul. It's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Cyclones.
Should be shooting 2. She was trying to attempt. They're not going to give her the shot. Okay.
And I know Simon has some great inbound plays that are really quick. Let's see what quick play draws up for his final 2.7.
Right there at the elbow.
15-footer, just short. And that will end the first quarter of Vtown Showdown action for the Lady Eagles. Connor, tell us about our wonderful sponsors.
Yes, our Diamond Eagle sponsors, Centennial Bank, Santa Cecilia, and Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors, Collier Roofing, Dean and Construction, who is the sponsor of the Vtown Showdown, HSA Engineering, Lane Family Dentistry, Linda Marie's, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, C&E Trucking, Gold Eagle sponsors, B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, J.C. Thornton and Company representing Daniel Hudgens, El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Still Gold Eagle sponsors, Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Ride Out Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration, Silver Eagle sponsors, Bill Jones Real Estate, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue Shock Insurance, The Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy, the sponsor of the entire Vtown Showdown, DNN Construction.
All right, great job, Connor. Thank you for that. Guys, a 21-point first quarter. Sydney Middleton, 8 points. Maddie Mannion, 6 points. Brooklyn Burnham, 5, and Bree Burnham, 2. There's your 21.
Yep, they're spreading it around. Everyone's getting involved. And remember what Simon talked about in the pregame interview about wanting to continue to build off of the game that they had before Thanksgiving. Safe to say a pretty good start here with a 17-point lead after one quarter.
That's true. You always want to do what Simon says.
Okay.
Sam bringing the dad jokes here tonight for the Vtown Showdown.
I'm here all week.
Yes, we
and
are.
it's going to be a long week, but it's been fun.
It has been good. Been good. It's a good tournament here for the Vilonia community. All come out and watch some great basketball. Kim Henry takes it up strong.
Wow.
My goodness, a lot of contact.
Lots of contact.
No call. No points on the Lady Eagles' first possession.
Oh, wow.
She kind of slid through there and was like, I'm open. Nope.
Tried to do a little spin there too, and I was like, wait a minute, that did not look natural.
Oh, change of the pivot foot.
Jasmine Garcia called for the travel. Ball goes back to the Lady Eagles. Trying to set up a little cut down.
A little high-low look too there for Simon in the post.
Middleton fouled on the drive. Non-shooting foul, first of the quarter for the Cyclones.
You know, I know we know we can drive the ball. I want to see some kickouts. I want to see a really good outside game tonight, because you're going to need it at some point when you're playing a team that's got bigger bodies on the inside that can, stop you.
And we've always talked about, that being something the Eagles have struggled with. The three-point shooting's got to go along with it.
Yep.
Bodies
that's too easy.
Flying everywhere, and Middleton comes up with an easy two-point basket.
Yeah.
Once again, another great setup by Bree Burnham. Again there, phenomenal setup.
I mean, I know Simon doesn't want to settle for threes, but I think at some point you need to kind of see what you got out there. Especially if you got a good, comfortable lead, might as well work on your outside game.
Get some of those, sets for some good three-point shots. I mean,
you don't want to show all your cards to the coaches out there. So, cat and mouse game.
We are still in non-conference action. Vtown Showdown.
Oh, what another great
Bree
look.
Burnham to Kim Henry, her first points of the night.
I think by the end of the night, Bree Burnham might have double-digit assists, guys. I mean, off to an incredible start here.
Kim better keep her head on a swivel, because it could be taken off really quick if you're not ready for that basketball.
Oh,
and Henry.
Speaking of head on a swivel, how about that play?
With a quick first step, takes the ball away. Middleton drives, takes the contact, and hits the layup. Sydney Middleton.
Yep. Brandon Butter, the slight hesitation going to the basket. It always throws the defenders off. That's one of her go-to moves, and a great finish.
And then she turned, at the end, she was able to turn her body sideways to not
Basically,
get the
part
full
of her body was underneath the basket. It was a tough finish.
But to not get that full contact where you can still get a shot off. So, good way of missing some of that full contact.
Middleton misses the free throw, but then McKinley Walls comes down, hits a three, and they forget to get back on defense, and Bree Burnham makes them pay. 29-7, 6:03 left in the second. Timeout called. We'll take a timeout as well and be right back with more Eaglevision basketball. And we are back here, Vtown Showdown 2024, live from the Eagles' Nest. Russellville Lady Cyclones taking on our Vilonia Lady Eagles. 29-7, 6 minutes left here in the half. First round action, Vtown Showdown.
And you're seeing the pressure by the Lady Eagles already causing some issues. High hands is another thing you're like seeing. High hands out there getting deflections.
Yeah.
High tide, right? High tide?
High tide.
High tide.
Not the most annoying commercial I've heard, can honestly say.
I love it.
High tide, high tide.
The Peyton one is the one that drives me insane.
We're giving a lot of free advertising. Let's get some actual advertising to DNA Construction.
Hey, we didn't say what they were advertising, Connor.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, Dad, take it easy. As Brooklyn Burnham hits a three from the corner. That's her second of the night. 8 points for Brooklyn Burnham. It's 32-7. Kim Henry disrupting that pass, kicked out to Brooklyn. She's got 3-on-1. They're going to say she dribbled it.
She never fully had the basketball when she tried to take off there.
Doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, but I mean, you're liking to see the three-point shot from both the Burnham twins. That was the thing I talked about being a key going into the season, them both being more of scorers offensively. is going to make this Lady Eagles team even more dangerous than they already are.
Yeah, that's a new little wrinkle with using our size and quickness and kicking it out. Simon definitely going to use that to his advantage when we get into conference action. Trying some things out here on the Lady Cyclones.
Yeah, they really are. And, I mean, like Sam talked about, you want to see maybe get some of those sets to get some good looks from three-point. Maybe you get Mannion rolling. I mean, because we talked about Mannion getting to get going in the Greenwood game and on conference to get that three-point shot going.
Tough shot by Kyra White. Makes it 32-9.
Oh, nice look.
It's Middleton to Bree Burnham. She's got 6 points.
You know, Bree's gave in so many great looks tonight. And Sydney's like, I'll return the favor to you. I'll give you an easy layup right there.
There you go. Yep, it was a gift in this here holiday season. Another three-point basket by Kyra White.
I mean, the three-point shot is the only thing they've gotten. They've gotten a couple quick looks from three that they have knocked down. And I told you, that's really their main factors offensively is knocking down the three-point shot.
Brooklyn Burnham for three again, just long. Middleton thought about it from El Paso, but passed. Another pass from Russellville to Bree this time, and she scores.
Man, the speed there. I mean, it looked like the two defenders were drawing back. It's like it's going to be a tough layup. She just flies right by him for the easy layup.
Brianna and Brooklyn Burnham both with 8 points.
Oh, great hustle by Sydney.
Just a little too much of a lead pass there for even the fast Burnham twins. We got some substitutions coming in for the Lady Eagles. Katie Simon and Kylan Kinney, one of the senior Eagles, in for Vilonia.
You can see this is another thing with Simon in non-conference, getting some action with their pressure here. So, and he knows that they're going to be looking to do that against a lot of teams in conference play too, but getting some of that early looks, handling or going against some full court pressure is going to be really good.
You know, I had forgotten about Haven getting injured in that last game. So I was just thinking, why is she not in? And I just saw she's in street clothes. So
street clothes, probably 3 weeks out, probably, roughly, guessing.
Okay, Dr. Sam.
Well, just from talking to her sister. So.
All right, no need to give away any HIPAA information.
Just said she'll be back in 3 weeks, hopefully.
38-12, Bree Burnham with another basket. She's got 12 points now.
10
points, sorry.
Now keep an eye on her for double-double watch tonight, guys. I think she's going to, with the way she's been passing the ball around, she's going to have double-double tonight, I'm feeling like. And you can see, I mean, just the speed and transition they all just drop back immediately into the paint, knowing the way Eagles can go out and run.
Eagles up 26, 3:10 left in the half. Cyclones on a fast break, make it 38-14. Timeout called by Coach Simon, and we will take a timeout as well and be right back after this.
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are a local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
And we are back here after the Vilonia Eagle timeout called by Coach Simon. 3 minutes left in the half, 38-14. Eagles in full control. Coach Simon just trying to gather them back up, get them refocused after a couple baskets by the Cyclones.
Yeah, and he also gave the Burnham twins a well-deserved breather. Both of them have been phenomenal to start this game for the Lady Eagles.
Middleton checked back in, gets it down to Kim Henry. Tough rebound taken by Kyra White. She's playing hard on both ends of the court.
Nice hustle by Mannion.
Mannion takes it away, looking for someone. Middleton drives and takes the 14-footer and hits.
And I mean, you could tell whenever she took that dribble and she was ready for the dish, but they dropped back. Easy mid-range jumper for Sydney. Oh. I'll say good to see him get up.
Sydney a little slow to get up. She knew she fouled her. That's 2 on Sydney.
Good job. She's making sure we're not trying to have a slick spot out there on the court for this.
Yeah,
because
she's
we know.
going full speed and hip check. Good stop.
Well, looking like the Lady Eagles, I hate to call it at this point, but looking like the Lady Eagles might be taking on the Pulaski Academy Bruins. Nettleton made a run there at the last their part of that game, so
they kind of gave it away though. You put pressure on PA.
They got within two.
They fold.
That's right. They got
folded.
within two, and then it got real tied. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Mannion with the behind the basket shot.
She made it. Does
They're
it not
saying
count?
on the floor.
Oh, come on. Give us the highlight. Come on.
Robbed of a behind the backboard shot by Maddie Mannion.
If it wasn't 40-14, they probably would have counted it.
That was, I mean, we were just talking. I was like, wait, did that go in? I couldn't believe it. It's unfortunate it didn't count.
Maddie Mannion with all kinds of screeners. Middleton gets the offensive glass and scores.
Good job by Middleton again on the glass there. We talked about in the last game, she was phenomenal rebounding.
Yeah.
And the win over Marion had double-digit rebounds there. So good to see her continuing the great rebounding.
Burnham's back in for Simon. There's a three-pointer by Soraya Stroud. Cyclones not necessarily hanging around, but they're still in this just based on their three-point shooting alone. Mannion drives. Kim Henry with the offensive rebound and fouled quickly by Kyra White.
I mean, I think that's the fourth or fifth one for Maine that's hit every single part of the rim before going in. It's one of those nights, Sam, you know.
It is.
I mean, I was guilty of having plenty of those. I'm sure you know whenever you watch me, you will hit every single part of the rim on every single shot. You're like, is it going to fall? It's going to fall. Just barely go in.
Henry struggling from the free throw line tonight. That ankle might have something to do with it. Probably still in a little bit of pain from the little tweak from the first quarter. And she hits the second free throw. 43-17, a minute 22 left in the half. Timeout has been called, and we'll take a timeout as well and be right back after this.
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&A Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&A Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&A Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&A Construction, a winning team.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
And we are back here. Vtown Showdown, first round against the Lady Cyclones from Russellville. Pope County taking on Faulkner County. 43-17, a minute 18 left here in the first half. Three-point shot off. Cyclones have hit several threes here tonight just to kind of stay in it as much as they have. Just too much Lady Eagles. Middleton takes the shot and hits. She has hit a bunch of those tonight. 9 field goals. She's got 18 points.
I mean, the bread and butter is that mid-range, getting going there for Sydney.
They are.
It's game and over.
She cannot, or usually she cannot miss those.
Middleton from the corner. She missed that one.
Needs to step back to El Paso. I think she'll be okay.
She was too close. You know, she had to take a lot of shots from the corner. That is one of the hardest three-pointers to make. Mannion with the rebound, 45-17. Eagles on pace for 90 at this point. Oh, Brooklyn has hit 2 of those tonight.
Come on, give us where's the continuation?
Killing us on. I mean, that one was even closer than the other.
She's shooting 2 anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay? So that's Brooklyn Burnham to the free throw line.
45 points, even a better second quarter.
Hey, and we're going to need the sportsmanship rule to go into effect just to try and get us back on time for the 8:30 start for the final game of the night.
I thought it was 8 o'clock was when they were actually
8 o'clock.
Oh, it is
supposed to start at 8.
Yeah,
oh,
we definitely not making that.
behind.
Yeah, I know. That's whenever I checked it when you brought that up.
Vtown Showdown after dark.
Yep. You no longer get Pac-12 after dark, so we got to provide it with you. So
it was after dark at 5 o'clock in the middle of the first game. So
that's a fair point, Connor.
Every Eagle game from this point on is.
But it feels a little later when it's starting at 8:30.
Yeah,
it means I'm going to get way past my bedtime. Middleton with an easy layup. She's got 20 on 10 shots.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Burnham gets her own rebound, gets fouled, and she's going to have to earn her 2 points.
I mean, the speed there on defense, Sam, it's a mismatch right there now.
Yeah, I mean, to start the season, Simon was like, we're not going to be as fast maybe as we were last year.
Not sure what team he's watching.
I don't know. Maybe that was just a joke internally to us.
Maybe he was just playing his cards kind of close as well.
I definitely think the speed is there, if not maybe a tad faster than last year so far.
Oh, I don't think – I've seen Lexi Heston in the crowd. I don't think she'd appreciate that very much.
No, I'm not saying anything against Lexi. I mean, she was fast too, but I'm saying they just did not lose any speed. They picked it up a notch.
Coach Prowse on the move for – I think he's maybe looking for a sweeper. May have a slick spot. And that is the end of the half. Eagles 51. Cyclones 17.
Man,
not bad.
I mean, we're on pace for 102.
1 points.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. 51 points and a half. Great shooting by the Lady Eagles. I mean, especially Sydney Middleton. It's been great. The defense has been great. I mean, they've just hit a couple of threes. That's the only thing that's been their offense.
20 points for Sydney Middleton, 12 points for Brooklyn Burnham. She's hit 4 free throws in a row. She's probably going to miss the next one now. 10 points for Bree Burnham, 6 points for Maddie Manning on 2 threes, and 3 points for Kim Henry. Those are your starters and the scores for the Eagles. We're going to cut to commercials here for halftime, and we'll be back with second half action. Vtown Showdown 2024. Don't go away.
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
I'm Brian Lane, Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia Athletics, Linda Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. Your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between. Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area. Providing personal knowledge and years of experience, they keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&E Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&E Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&E Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&E Construction, a winning team.
And we are back here halftime, just a couple minutes away from second half action. Vtown Showdown 2024. Lady Eagles taking on the Russellville Lady Cyclones. Austin, it's kind of already over.
Yeah, I mean, 51 points in the first half is pretty good, not going to lie.
I mean, it's all right.
I mean, not bad. But, I mean, the sharing and the scoring for the Lady Eagles has been good. Bree Burnham's been phenomenal dishing it out to all the teammates. Like I said, she might have a double-double before the night's over with.
She's got 10 points. Surely feels like she should have 10 assists at this point.
It feels like it, but, I mean, they've been doing a good job passing the ball, moving offensively still, knocking down the big shots. And we talk defensively, the only thing Russell's done is they've hit a couple three-point shots, but they were already down by 20 points and the Eagles kept on scoring where it really wasn't that big of a factor.
Yeah, they were outpacing them with 2-point field goals, even when they were making their 3-point field goals. I mean, Sydney Middleton's got 10 field goals for her 20 points.
Yeah, and pretty much all of them I feel like are, just transition and mid-range. I mean, the pull-up jumpers for her, the slight hesitation. She is in her she's in her bag tonight, as they say.
Yeah, and she's hit everything within 14 foot of that basket, and she's put up a lot of them. So we are just about ready here. Coach Prowse, other duties as assigned, getting the court back to game shape in that halftime. Appreciate him taking care of that for us.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened, but I know Simon was talking with the officials whenever they were coming off the court, so I don't know what it was. But, yeah, it seems like they got it solved now.
Yeah, it's got it looking really good. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a great matchup up next as the Vilonia Eagles take on the Clinton Yellow Jackets out of the 4A. They brought back, unlike the Cyclones, they brought back almost everything from their starting lineup a year ago. Should be a great matchup and a tough contest for the Eagles.
Yeah, and it's going to be a great test for them. And then you talk about if they win that game, a tough matchup in the second round. I won't say who, so we can save that for the pregame. But regardless, you win that, it's going to be a tough matchup in the second round too.
All right, let's get this show on the road. We are 7 minutes away from what should be the final game of the night. We got a whole half of Lady Eagles action here to get through. 51-17. They keep this pace up. They'll score 102 points. And we still have some issues. So do we have a water issue?
I was about to say, I'm curious exactly what it is.
I mean, I haven't seen anything dripping from the ceiling, but maybe they're just wanting to make sure, be safe. I mean, of course, I don't know.
Could be the condensation maybe or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing running.
Yeah, I know. That's just, I'm trying to think of things that could be. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sam, your job this half is to watch for water drips.
Well,
I want you to run out on the court.
He didn't
and
go
hold
that.
your head up and wait on it.
It's like, it's right here, guys. It's right here.
The thing is, he did not go that far out with the machine. He only made it to about the white line.
No, maybe that's not it.
I'm about to say, now Simon and the official are having a discussion right now. And we're going to have manual mops come out here too. And
I can't imagine. It's not raining. And the air conditioner is not on.
Shouldn't be on.
Yeah. Not sure.
Now we've got Coach Simon and Coach Prowse. And Jody Brewer out to
he's like, Coach Simon, you got to worry about the game.
He said, I got this. I can do a little bit better than you, Coach. Let me just.
He's an opportunity to show off the guns and the kicks. Get a good shot of that. Duffmeister.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, I don't know what's going on, guys. I've never seen this before.
I really don't know either.
I haven't.
I mean, the only thing we had in the past was whenever it was pouring rain, like a slight leak in the past, but I've never seen it where it's like this much of the court when it's not raining. Really, nothing in the sky or anything. It's just, I don't know, guys.
All right, now we got the, what is this? Cotton Eye Joe? No, Macarena?
No, this is chicken dance.
Oh, yeah, this chicken dance.
Chicken dance.
We should have done Jeopardy or something.
Yeah. All right, let's play some basketball here. For crying out loud, it's already 8 o'clock.
Let's just, I will say for the Lady Eagles, if it is slick out there, we got to be careful. Don't want any injuries in a 51-17 game here in the second half.
Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure what happened there, but all right, hopefully we got it taken care of, and we are underway here in the second half. Three-pointer from the corner, no good for Kyra White. Middleton drives up quickly for the Eagles, and she takes it all the way. Let's see if they give her the shot. I think they are.
Yeah, two shots.
Two shots, says the Undertaker. We got to get us Undertaker music on the.
I don't even know if I remember what the Undertaker
and
came out
it starts with the gong. And I'm telling you, we need to incorporate the Stranger Things theme into a starting lineup. Mountain Home does that, and I'm totally just giving them the credit. I thought it was really cool.
You're talking about the Journey song.
No, I'm talking about Stranger Things, the show, its theme. Have you not seen Stranger Things?
I haven't, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you know how they have the Journey song that is a kickback to Stranger Things. Maybe you just didn't realize that. Maybe
the theme song has nothing to do with Journey. Maybe you didn't realize that.
They have a good. Anyway.
You know, the Lady Eagles are on their journey to the state championship again.
Good job, Connor. Oh, my goodness.
We always can rely on Connor to get us back on track.
I think Sam's talking about a different show. I'm not sure.
No, I've watched Stranger Things.
All right, Katie Simon hits a layup for the Eagles. And we are back on the crazy train track. 3-point shot by Saraya Stroud. Cyclones still getting some offensive rebounds, trying to stay in this thing. Down 36 points.
Too easy.
And there is Brooklyn Burnham. She's got 14 points.
Man, I mean, a great job attacking again by Brooklyn Burnham there. And that's what you want to see, Sam. More aggressiveness offensively by both Burnham twins this year. You do that adds even more explosiveness offensively.
Sydney Middleton drove all the way down, got fouled on the high percentage shot. She will head to the free throw line. I guess we do have to wait until the fourth quarter to run that clock.
Looking like it.
Let's keep the fouls down for now. That'll allow the clock to run.
You know, and it's a tough spot for Coach Simon because he's got to get his girls in game shape. You know, we've come off the Thanksgiving break. We're 3-1. You got conference action coming up just in a couple of weeks.
I mean, that was the problem as a whole last year. We never really saw third or fourth quarter action for the Lady Eagles in non-conference or in conference play.
Well,
I mean, every single one.
And you don't want to run them to death, but you want them to get a little bit of conditioning, and so it's hard. I mean, the Central, we all know, not the most talented conference, but hopefully should be a little bit more talented this year.
Wow.
Here's the deal.
With the hot take.
I mean, in 3 weeks, you go to Dallas and you play some of the top teams in the country. So you better get ready really quick because the week after Christmas, it's going to be nothing but good competition.
I must have blacked out. How did Brooklyn Burnham get to the free throw line?
She drove in and got fouled.
Did Sydney miss the second one and we maintained
got a
possession?
rebound?
Yes. Okay, all right. Boy, I was out a while there. You know, this is what happens when we're playing basketball this late. I've gotten old, my goodness. 57-17. Not the first 40-point lead this season for the Eagles, and it will not be the last. Middleton with the takeaway, kicks it up to Kylan Kinney. Left hand, no good.
She got pushed in the back. They just didn't call it.
They're up 40. Sydney Middleton scores on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, great job again by Sydney sticking with it there on the board. And then, again, that tough little – that's been her shot the whole night, getting right about mid-range or right next to the basket, making some tough fall-away shots.
Those are always the shots I miss playing horse. It's too easy, and I don't do well under pressure apparently, so a 10-year-old just takes advantage of me, and I lose every time. Oh, that was almost a great defensive block for Brooklyn Burnham. Instead, called for the foul, her second. Oh, boy, we have a lot of basketball left in this game.
Yes, we do. Here, 5:16 to go.
Ooh, wow.
And it looks like Simon's going to bring in some of the Lady Eagles that haven't gotten into the game thus far.
All right, we got an Alex Duff sighting. And Kinsley Keller checking in for the Lady Eagles for the first time tonight.
And, I mean, with such a short bench because of injuries, it's really hard to say, give the starters a full break. I mean, they don't got enough for a full starting five to come in after them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They normally do, but with
exactly. With the injury, it just feels kind of weird. It's like you want to give them breathers, so you might see Simon doing a lot of quick subs, I would imagine.
Yeah, but it's more than just Haven because you got Katie Simon, Kylan Kinney, and that's still not enough to keep the starting five out of the lineup. I guess if you have Haven, it is. That's what you're saying. Yep. All right, I got there. You just had to let me get there. Man, I got to take some ginseng or something. I am on the struggle bus.
Chad, don't forget, we got a whole nother game.
I'm going to have to go find some coffee or something. I guess that game will probably get me hyped up.
I can find you a Mountain Dew.
I don't know.
Perchance.
I don't need to do the do this late. Mannion from way downtown and hits a three-point basket.
Yeah. We're unconscious tonight, guys.
That's her third of the night. She's got 3 3-pointers, and that's it. 9 points for Maddie Mannion.
You know, a quiet night for Maddie Mannion, and yet the score is still like it is. I mean, that tells you.
62-19. It's not like they can try to miss. An incredible performance by the Lady Eagles. And we're going to stay here. We got one official saying Eagle ball, one official saying Cyclone ball.
Yeah. That happened earlier. The same two officials, except roles reversed.
Yeah, you better watch it. He'll throw him in a tombstone pile driver, and it'll be lights out for that guy. All right, this guy, hopefully he never goes back and watches this game. And gets really upset that I've referred to him as Mark Calloway all night.
I'm just ready, waiting for Jake the Snake to show up. Maybe a little Ric Flair. I mean,
right, we're going old school. Oh, that's a backcourt.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think she just tried to bring the basketball in and just didn't realize.
She tried to nonchalantly get away with it, like, hey, I didn't really go backcourt there.
What are you talking about, guy? It's totally legal.
Like, look at where we're at right now. Just let it go. Let it go.
Eagles still with 3 starters in the game. I mean, there's
nothing
not
you can do.
Deep bench, honestly.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Keller, Duff to Bree Burnham.
There's a kid in the stat book really quick there with a nice assist.
Yeah, really good look. That was good motion by the Lady Eagles offensively. They're continuously moving the basketball.
Yep.
Easy layup.
Good offensive set. 64-22 now. After Kana Keister hits a 3 in the corner for the Cyclones. Maddie Mannion wide open from Sydney Middleton.
And let me just say about this Russellville team, you know, forget about score. Their three-point shooting, if they can continue this kind of level three-point shooting when they play some teams, they can give them some trouble.
Yeah, they're super young. You know, they've got 3 juniors and 2 sophomores. Definitely got some bones there for building for future years, and they'll do
3
okay. 5A West. Middleton scores off the transition. She's got 25 points.
Well, we do know that Greenwood is beatable this year in the 5A West. We've seen it.
And there is another 3. Aubrey Farr, sophomore for the Cyclones, hits a 3. Definitely can hit some shots.
They definitely can. And so can Maddie Mannion.
So can Maddie Mannion. She's got 14 points.
Connor, were you going to say something a second ago? I didn't.
Trying to work on my thing, but we'll get it after the timeout.
All right, timeout called.
Did we win? We did win. Sorry.
And we'll be right back after this.
Tim Nolan, the owner of DNA Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. DNA Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call DNA Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and DNA Construction, a winning team.
And we are back here. 2:47 left in the third.
Sam has woken up from his nap.
Did we win?
Yeah, it's 71-25.
Still got a whole quarter to go, Sam.
Eagles in full control. We've got Sam on an IV. He'll be okay. See if we can get him some energy at the second game of the night. Katie Simon with a blowout. She's got a shoe off. Trying to get it back on. I think she's good.
And Sam, before the break in your nap, you talked about Greenwood being beatable.
Yeah.
They are 2-4 this year.
Connor with the
2-4
total burn.
Well, I mean,
3 of those losses are single
Connor's
digits.
had a couple like that tonight.
To Fayetteville, Central,
Fayetteville's good.
Lake Hamilton,
Yeah.
all single-digit losses, but then they lost by 21 to Conway.
Well,
I mean, Conway's tough.
Conway's good.
Conway beat Harbor, who beat the Eagles.
But we saw the Lake Hamilton game, and really at that point, because we had already played Lake Hamilton, and they probably didn't have their best shooting night that night. But again, Not the same Greenwood team from the past, for sure.
Not the same Greenwood, but you had somebody as the same caliber in Farmington Lady Cardinals in the
they're
5A West.
They're
3-0. And
yeah, that's the team to beat in the 5A West.
Yeah, 2 games that scored over 80 points, so incredible for them.
71-25. Mannion with the takeaway up to Kylan Kinney, who hits the layup.
Good job with the defender right there, still being able to finish.
Kylan Kinney, one of the senior Eagles. 3-point shot from the corner, no good by Soraya Stroud. Cyclones with the offensive rebound. That shot off the mark.
I don't think we've walked the ball at one time tonight.
No, and you talked about, I mean, just the speed again of this Lady Eagles team. I mean, they're not afraid to run up and down still.
Gas is on the right, says Maddie Mannion. Takes a shot. They left her open. Cyclones fortunate. I'm not sure what that call was. It looked like out of bounds.
I was about to say,
how could it be out of bounds if Cyclones had the ball?
I thought it was because Katie Simon came over like from out of bounds and was touching the basketball while she was out of bounds.
Oh, that's
so
okay.
that
all right. Great analysis, Austin, as always. Three-point off the mark by the Cyclones. Eagle ball. Under a minute left here in the third. 73-25. Eagles came in averaging around 60 points a game. This is definitely going to drive that average up.
I'd say, yeah, it will definitely drive the average up for the Lady Eagles here. And, again, you talked about, Sam, Simon called it a slower team, slower than last year, which isn't really saying much because that team last year had so much pace. You're still seeing a great amount of pace by the Lady Eagles tonight, I mean, even with their passing here.
Alex Duff may have stepped on the line. Now Cyclones ball.
Well, one thing you notice is they're not going to walk the ball up and let you set up a defense on them. That's for sure. So,
and I mean, doing that, I mean, you make the defense panic right away, not knowing what to cover.
Yep. Chaos. Organized chaos.
3-point shot from the corner. Rebounded by the Eagles.
Duff with another rebound.
And that will end the third quarter. 73-25, all Eagles after 3. Connor, let's hear about those sponsors.
Dominico sponsors, Centennial Bank and Santa Cecilia and Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors, Collier Roofing, D&N Construction, who's a sponsor of the Vtown Showdown tournament. HSA Engineering, Lane Family Dentistry. Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, Z&E Trucking. Gold Eagle sponsors, B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, J.C. Thornton Company with Daniel Hudgens, Cypress Valley Meat Company, El Rancho Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Ride Out Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration. Silver Eagle sponsors, Bill Jones Real Estate, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue's Shock Insurance, The Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy are our 24-25 season sponsors. The sponsor of tonight's game and the Vtown Showdown tournament, D&N Construction.
All right, great job, Connor. 4 Eagles in double digits. Sydney Middleton with 25 points. Brooklyn Burnham with 15 points. Maddie Mannion 14 points. And Bree Burnham 12 points. So that might get all 4 of them. I know Mannion and Middleton are already averaging double digits. That'll probably get the Burnhams into double digits as well.
And I mean, that's dangerous. That's dangerous to have all of them scoring in double figures. I mean, good luck stopping that.
So you got Kylan Kinney, Katie Simon, Kinsley Keller, a lot of Ks. Alex Duff and Bree Burnham in for the Eagles here to start the 4th.
And now the running clock is in effect here for the 4th quarter.
And for that, we are thankful, Austin, in this here holiday season. I know you can't call it that anymore. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm just going to stop talking.
There's
Nice
still
pass.
great movement by the Lady Eagles, swinging it across the court. Bree was jumping up and down, wanting the basketball down on the block there.
Katie Simon collects the pass, finds Bree.
Right idea. But again, still the movement offensively very good. Some great cross-court passes. I mean, we talked a lot about cross-court passes last year with this Lady Eagles team being one of the few things that's their kryptonite offensively. Yep. So having some practice with some cross-court passes might honestly not be the worst thing in the world.
Cyclones continuing to fight. Jump ball will be to the Eagles.
Once again, the Lady Eagles will play Pulaski Academy Thursday night, correct?
That is correct. Thursday night around 6:40. Probably will be closer to 7 after the way these have kind of trended late a little bit by the third ball game of the night.
Tomorrow night is Bryant and Greers Ferry West Side. That should be an interesting game.
As well as Lakeside and Mountain View on the other side of the bottom bracket. That one will be at 4 o'clock. When I saw the Vtown Showdown bracket, in my head, I was like, man, Mountain Home coming, the Bombers coming to town, but it's not them. It's Mountain View.
Mountain View, which is about halfway point to Mountain Home from here.
Okay.
Close.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's only like an hour.
And guys, just got word that Coach Garner from Harding University, their assistant girls coach, is in the house tonight watching the game, and I think he's on his way out. I think he's seen what he needs to see.
Hensley Keller from the corner hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, great look from the three-point. Hey, Sam, there's a good setup for a three-point shot. You've been talking about that for a bit.
Yeah, and it's nice to see.
Did I wake you up from your nap again?
Yeah.
He doesn't know what happened.
Did we win? Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Yeah, that is good to see. And good to see some of these other kids stepping up, making big shots.
Well, go back to your point, Connor, about the coach. I mean, yeah, I think got a pretty good show tonight. And, I mean, you talked about with both Burnham – is it both Burnham twins that have an offer from Harding, if I'm correct? So, I mean, yeah, I think it's safe to say he got a pretty good show from both Burnham twins tonight.
They're a package deal. Cyclones not able to score on that position. Steals it. Still fighting for the ball. Katie Simon. Amaya Ely in for the Cyclones. Aubrey Farr. Chloe Garner still in for the Cyclones. Jasmine Garcia. And there is Chloe Garner with the three from the corner.
I've lost track of how many threes they've hit tonight. I mean, I feel like it's 99% of their offense so far. Because if I'm correct, it was, 21-1 late in the end of that first quarter?
Yep,
and, I mean, been nothing but three-pointers really for Russellville offensively.
It could be 9 3-pointers and that free throw, Austin. Honest to goodness, could be.
Might be.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. But again, it shows if they could get some potential offensively along with the three-point shooting that they have, that could really be helpful for Russellville. Obviously, you talk about being a rebuild year, but having that three-point shooting still is going to help out tremendously.
Zanaya Hervey checking in for the Cyclones.
So we're going to have Kim Henry check into the game. Some great minutes from Bree Burnham tonight. I mean, I don't have the official stats, but to me, I'm giving her a double-double in my book, you know.
Yeah, Bree finishes with 12 points. I say finishes. Surely she's done. Kim Henry back in for the Eagles. 12 points for Bree Burnham. We really need a statistician up here. We keep up with all that. I can only keep up with points and fouls. I'm not even great at that.
Try to find me a better app for the old book here. Maybe I can start keeping it again like I used to.
Yeah, maybe that'll keep you awake.
It's like doing crossword puzzles, Chad. Keeps me
oh my God.
Keeps me busy. In my old age.
Duff from the free throw line, a little strong. 76-28, under 3 now left in the game. That three-point off the mark. They're going to say Cyclone stepped out. McKinley Walls checks in for the Cyclones. Cyclones definitely have a little bit more, a few more players, I should say. Right now, anyway, for the Eagles. Kim Henry with a nice setup from Katie Simon.
Yeah, great setup there. I mean, simple as it gets, the feed over the top, easy layup.
Henry with 5 points.
And again, it's good to see Kim. Again, we talked about with the way that we don't know for sure what happened with that at start of the game, but it's good to see her be able to come back out and get some minutes here late to kind of give you the confidence that that injury is nothing to worry about.
Henry was trying to get it down to Duff. Duff, great position. Almost gets it to go.
Yeah, great position. It was a great pass, too, to set it up.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to make on that offside hand. Simon with a takeaway. Simon with a lot of speed as well.
Yeah, too much speed for her own good right there. Before she knew it, she was under the basket. No, that was a good play, good heads-up reaction to steal that ball.
We are at the 1 minute mark now. 50-point lead, 78-28. Eagle lead. All Eagles here tonight. A lot of speed. Let's all stay healthy here as we close this game out.
Yep. Not going to be a lot of fouls called at this point. They're ready to.
They're just
call
like,
this
let's just get it rolling.
Oh. She's looking for that outlet pass, and there's no one there.
She saw somebody running full speed. She assumed it was a Lady Eagle.
The best part was just like her shock whenever she realized. She's like,
"Whoa, that's not a."
Oh,
there's no one there.
That's not an Eagle uniform.
She was all alone and didn't know it. She was ahead of the pack.
She was ahead of the pack. Yeah.
Not normal.
No.
Not normal at all.
Only Connor can get away with that. Oh, a nice shot there from Aubrey Farr. 17-footer.
Probably be the last basket of the game here.
78-30. 48. That's got to feel better, maybe.
Yeah, Chad on that last play, she was leading everybody to the quad, and nobody showed up with her. So.
All right, that's going to do it for this broadcast. The Lady Eagles win 78-30. They advance on to the second round of the Vtown Showdown against the Pulaski Academy Lady Bruins. We're going to get reset here for the Eagles taking on the Clinton Yellow Jackets. For Chad Hearn, Austin Wader, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens, and Ben Duff. We'll be right back.